Earlier this week, Beyond Meat, the US vegan meat manufacturer, reported that sales of their fake burgers and sausages had fallen by almost a third. In 2019, the company's market value was £8.9 billion. Today, that figure has nosedived to £770 million. Vegan food producers here in the UK are also struggling, as meatless farms in Leeds called in administrators earlier this year. So, as the popularity of plant-based food produce plummets, a bit of a tongue twister there, is veganism on the way out? I'm joined now by the founder and director of the vegan charity Viva, Juliet Gellatley. Is that how you pronounce it, Juliet?
Well done, you got it right first time.
Amazing. That's a first. And do you think veganism is on the decline?
No, it's definitely not. Beyond Beef is a particular example, and so is the other one that you mentioned that have got their own reasons. But there are other major meat substitute companies like this, whose profits have gone up 55% this year. Bol has gone up 50%. And I think one of the things that we're seeing is that the supermarkets have let these companies innovate, and now they've copied what they've done and produced cheaper versions, and the supermarket plant-based meats have increased by about 14% in the last 12 months. The growth has slowed down in terms of plant-based alternatives, the meat substitutes, but it's still growing.
We've seen some people
phenomenal over the past 4 years.
We've seen some people express concerns over Beyond Meat and these other sort of manufactured, synthesised vegan alternatives to meat because they say they're over-processed and they lack nutrition. And, do you think the future is actually for vegan food to just be the actual vegetables? Because, I eat vegetables, next to a bit of meat, but, the vegetables themselves seem to be delicious and fine. I don't know why they need to change them into a steak. Nobody's getting steak and trying to turn it into broccoli.
Well, this is the thing. You see, the meat substitute market is not aimed at vegans. It's aimed at meat eaters. So you have to remember that. And so a meat eater hasn't got the commitment to the product in the way a vegan has. So they will switch to cheaper products much more easily, especially in a cost of living crisis. So in answer to your question, yes, definitely. For example, this are producing food products that are going to be based on vegetables and not synthesized meat. But I just have to say there's something really interesting about this. And one of the reasons Beyond has declined in the USA is that the meat industry have been really clever in that they have collaborated and done a very concerted campaign saying that vegan burgers are synthetic, whereas beef is natural. And now I think it's going to come back and bite them on the bum, though, because the vegan food sector is now coming together. And they're going to remind the public that actually beef burgers are a class 1 carcinogen. It actually, we know, causes cancer of the bowel. And the preservatives used in red meat, the nitrites, cause cancer of the prostate, cancer of the pancreas. These are much more serious, health concerns than, say, methyl cellulose. They put out this big ad across
the nitrites are used in processed meat. So if you buy a steak, it won't have added nitrites. I've noticed you've got a lovely dog in the background, Juliet.
I have.
A Springer Spaniel. Is your dog a vegan?
She is, yes.
Is that her choice?
Well, you have the choice of giving them factory farm meat, which is hardly, my little dog would not kill a cow naturally, would she? Or a massive pig. So it's hardly natural giving them factory farm food. And she's thriving. The vets are very, very happy with her.
And are insects a viable source of protein? I'm always seeing memes about, the World Economic Forum is going to make us eat Z-bugs. Do you think we could switch to insects? And would you approve of that as a vegan?
There's absolutely no need because even with insects, it takes more land, more water, produces more global warming gases than just eating vegan foods. It's the most environmentally friendly and animal friendly way to be. It's only going to grow because all the world's problems are just going to become more pressing, and the World Health Organization and the United Nations are going to push the world towards veganism.
Thank you very much, Juliet Gellatley from Viva. That's absolutely fantastic.